What you got to do
All right.
here? Live.
For the first time in forever. For the first time in forever.
There's no karaoke tonight, Nick. Sorry. Sorry, Nick.
Hey, listen, you guys get to listen to me eat because I had to sit in a damn McDonald's drive-through because my son is he's too good to eat cookout, so we had to go get him a Happy Meal.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, dude, can I just get you a bacon cheeseburger? No, I don't want that. What about some cheese bites or hot dog? No, I don't want that. And I go, shit. I'm fine. I'll get you a Happy Meal.
Would you run out in the corner and give me some of that chicken champ?
Make sure you get a little extra gravy for the potatoes.
Extra gravy for the taters.
Man, ain't nothing like a good corn dog, though.
Oh, Jesus. This guy and his corn dogs.
Have you already ate dinner?
Yeah. We had pork chops, rice, and then I think Brittany and them wanted pasta salad, so she made her and the kids pasta salad. And then, of course, Braylon is a broccoli junkie, so we made her some broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
That's so weird. Never seen a kid eat broccoli. Braylon will tear down on some steamed broccoli, like no joke. The youngest daughter will tear down on broccoli. It's crazy.
I love broccoli. I don't know. I don't get the shit about not liking
I like
broccoli.
broccoli and cheese. Like when it's made with cheese sauce, I'm good. I just can't just straight up eat broccoli.
So you like broccoli when you can't taste the broccoli?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If it's straight up broccoli, I mean, I'll eat it. I just, I won't be too happy about it.
Well,
So what are you guys planning to do down in Destin for the weekend? For the holiday weekend?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we'll hit the beach and eat some good food because there's a ton of good food down there. I don't plan on doing nothing, man. That's my whole thing. It's been so crazy lately, and that's why we haven't really done a podcast. I mean, we ain't got to get into all the things that was going on, but it's just so much shit going on between work and family life, and Phaedra had her thing, and Brittany had hers, and it just couldn't find time to fit one in, man.
Our women are broken. Why are they so broken all the time? All the time.
Listen, women. He said that shit. I didn't say that shit.
They're broken. They're broken and busted. They need surgeries.
Hey, listen. Your sister-in-law just turned 39. Don't start with that shit, buddy. She ain't 40 yet.
She'll hit me with a hot chop.
Stab you with those fucking stylus scissors.
Oh, not the stylus scissors. Speaking of stylus scissors, so I ordered me a pair offline to
keep the scissors.
Huh?
Like for real scissors to cut, like hair cutting scissors?
Yeah. And to cut my hair during COVID because I was looking homeless, Hence me starting to learn how to fade my own hair and all that stuff. So it was kind of more or less like I just needed a hobby. And so anyways, so I order a pair and I'm in there cutting my hair one night, just like Phaedra told me, just like I've watched her do a million times. It came out fine. But in the midst of me cutting my hair, I'm holding it up and I'm cutting and I nicked the top of my knuckle, dude. And
worst pain you ever felt in your life?
Fuck yes. It cut it all the way to the bone, man. I thought I was going to have stitches.
Yeah, like, don't fuck around, man.
See my knuckle. It was bad.
Don't fuck around.
Yeah. So, note to self, guys, do not attempt.
I'm gonna try to keep the audio listeners from hearing me eat, but everybody that's watching the video tonight, you're gonna watch me tear down on this hamburger, buddy. I didn't have lunch today. I am hungry.
Good boy.
And this cookout style hamburger is off the chain.
Which one did you get? The Wisconsin? What'd you get? What you got?
No. This is a cookout style where they put the A1 sauce, and I don't do the onions, man. I like regular onion, but I don't like grilled onion. Yeah. And that's the other thing. You let them put onions on it, and they get crazy with those damn onions, man. I can't.
Yeah, they put like a whole onion.
Right. Yeah, I just go no onions. But I like the lettuce and tomato. I can deal with that.
I just need a cookout milkshake. The milkshake's off the chain.
What do you mean? You mean that?
Mm-hmm. I knew you had it. I knew you was sneaking one somewhere. Look, he ain't even got a napkin. He's got like a whole towel.
Get sloppy, baby. I know it's gonna get sloppy. I went in and grabbed me a hand towel.
A hand towel. Faisie's gonna kick your ass when she finds out you took the hand towel.
Man, we don't have good hand. We ain't got good hand towels like that, man.
That's it. That is it. She's gonna get you. Those are probably Tommy Hilfiger. She's gonna get you. She's gonna beat you.
We don't have no Hilfiger. We don't have racist Hilfiger in my house, buddy. It's racist. Ralph
that's
Lauren.
a lie. That is a lie, sir. You have Hilfiger towels in your house. I've seen them. They're in the guest bath. I've seen them. Yeah.
Listen, I don't buy that shit, so I don't know anything about that. That's Phaedra's territory. But
you and your racist.
I do know we have some Ralph Lauren towels because I remember buying them. I don't care, man. I'm gonna dry my wet ass off with. I don't care where it come from, as long as it dries my ass off. Yeah.
Look at this polo horse while I'm drying off my naked ass.
That's right. Put my nuts right on the horse there.
There's two people riding on this horse: the rider and my sack.
My sack lunch. Nom, 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 nom.
Adam, your cousin said he don't go in the guest bathroom. That's a lie, Adam. He goes down there and drops hot bombs.
Dude, I will in a minute.
Because he don't want to climb those stairs and go upstairs when he's got the boo boo.
It depends on how bad it does. It depends on how bad the bubble guts are. But the truth is, I would rather shit upstairs just because I have my bidet up there, and I'd rather use it than.
Ain't that some fancy bougie white people shit? I got a bidet upstairs.
It ain't bougie white people shit, man.
I got a fancy watering hole upstairs.
It is a watering hole. It waters your hole.
Oh Jesus! Oh dude, I can't do this. I can't.
Fraser won't let him. Hey, you know what? It's crazy. We have dual sinks, and she'll still use my fucking sink. And I go, why are you using my sink? Like knocking off her makeup brush and shit. And I'm like, what? Why the fuck? You got a whole sink over there. Why are you using my shit? Wash your hands in my side of the sink.
That's what happens. That is what happens.
She don't take a shower on my side of the shower.
Hold on, let me shut this door. These dogs are going crazy.
God damn, where y'all at a Chinese restaurant? What the fuck is going on?
Well, I don't know, man. These damn Datsuns, they started this thing recently. Like, if anyone walks into the apartment, they just automatically just start this whining and like a howling. I don't know. Shit shaving her side then. That's the one thing Brittany will beat my ass about. She hates.
Whiskers.
Harvey's on here. Your boy Harvey.
Look at Harvey Shields. Look at that.
So
y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Me and Harvey used to hang out, buddy. Both his grandson and Keaton played football together. But we used to sit and bullshit and talk shop the whole time they played. They played in practice and cheered them all.
Jokes. Adam got jokes. Get your cousin. Get your cousin. Breed no damn dogs. My name's not Bobby.
I'm gonna take after your mama.
Yeah,
breeding them puppies.
Some jokes. That's okay. That's okay.
Trying to get that puppy money.
Uh-huh. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do when we go to the beach this weekend. I have no idea. I've never been to Virginia Beach, so
I thought you were trying to say you ain't never been to the beach. I'm like, dude, that's a lie.
That's a lie. That is a lie. You've been to
I watch you shit in the trash can on the beach. I know you've been in the beach.
I couldn't find the master bedroom, I couldn't go upstairs and find that master bath.
Right. Right.
That's what happens when you on the way to Savannah and you get caught on that long ass road and ain't nothing on it. Look,
Get sunburnt, too white for the beach. That's that ginger in you.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You know they say the gingers ain't got no soul. That's what they say. So they
is that why they're so pasty and redheaded? They ain't got no soul.
Mm-hmm. Takes the pigment out of them. I can't even say too much about pasty white people. My wife looks like a ghost.
It's like a damn vampire.
She's one of the Cullens.
Yeah, she glitters in the sun.
I'm stepping in the sun. I'm afraid to take her to the beach, honestly. I mean, it's going to be a crowd spectacle. She steps out in the sun, starts glistening. People go, oh, shit. It's going to be a crowd attraction.
They're going to be like, I seen white people, but that's white folk.
That's white folk right there. She looks like
look, and she's gonna lay down in the sun, and she's just gonna disappear. She's gonna be eyeballs and hair. You ain't gonna be able to see.
See. No, there's like a dolphin tour or something that everybody keeps telling me about, but I don't know if they will let Braylon on. I don't know I don't know if it's like a height thing. I don't know how that works. So, she's a little short stack. So,
little short stack. That's right. Hand out them glasses, some sunglasses.
For people with his clothes attached to them. That's right. That's how we're going to do it. Yes, sir. Welcome to the beach. Go about 200 yards that way, sir. There's going to be a vampire.
We're going to need you to move away. We're going to need you to move away from everybody.
Sir, you might not want to touch her because if Edward catches wind that you put hands on her, he's gonna fuck you up. You're gonna get messed up.
Right. So what's up, man? Did you watch any of the Democratic National Convention or the Republican National Convention?
Of course not. I've been like literally swamped with work. I've been pulling 10-hour days this past week. This week's just been crazy.
Let me fill you in. You ain't miss shit.
I didn't think I would, but
this is gonna be a crazy year, baby. I mean, if it hadn't been crazy enough.
Now they're talking about payroll cuts and all this stuff, and it's like
the payroll tax cut is going to expire at the end of the year.
But then the first 4 months of 2021, please believe they're taking double tax out of your shit. They ain't gonna give y'all free money. I see all these people on Facebook like, oh, yeah, this is great. You're going to think great when 2021 starts and they start taxing that ass. And then they're going to
make you pay it back.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you think the government going to give you did come out of the basement for it? Hey, you know what's interesting about that, Adam, is it turns out that his speech was pre-recorded. They tried to make it out like he gave this big speech and then come out and with his wife and stuff and watch the fireworks and shit. And let me just tell you, this is how you know that this is going to be a crazy election year. Somebody noticed enough to notice that when he was giving his speech, he had a lapel pin on his on his jacket, suit jacket, and he wasn't wearing a watch. When he come out to watch the fireworks, he didn't have that lapel pin on, and he had a watch on his left hand. Now, there's two things to me where I just go, first of all, wouldn't you just kind of go, I want to keep this illusion as much as possible. Maybe I should keep the same shit on. Right. Shouldn't you have somebody on your team that's sort of in charge of continuity for that shit?
I mean, but can you blame these people? I mean, honestly, you put him on a stage in front of a mic. Next thing you know, he's talking about kids rubbing his blonde hair inside of a pool.
He's calling me on corn pop.
You really want that to go down?
He's calling me on corn pop.
Roaches.
Like, and then what come sit on my lap. And then they had the RNC, which was just, I mean, a shit show in itself. I will say it was very much more produced than productive. Where the fuck did that come from, Nick? Take another sip of that milkshake. It was much more produced than, I know. It'd be like Wilford Brimley and the fucking Quaker Oats. Just die out. Speaking of dying, Chadwick, man, I mean,
yeah,
Wakanda.
R.I.P. man. Rest in peace. Because that was
sad as fuck, man. I had no idea.
Crazy. No one had any idea he was going through that, right? Yep. But what started happening is, like he would start doing his live videos on Facebook and stuff like that.
People talk shit about him,
people thought he was on drugs. Like he was like rough. He was losing weight. Yep. And then I watched a video where he was, you know, they were doing this whole, you know, he was walking the red carpet and this lady was asking him, you know, Black Panther, you know, what's the second one going to look like? And he just looks her straight in the face and no one picked up on it. He goes, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll be dead. And she goes, wait a minute. What? No. Black Panther 2. What? You know, can you tell us? I can't. I'll be dead. There's nothing to say. I'll be dead. And he just kind of ends the interview and he keeps walking. And then like after all this come out, man, they aired it and it was like, man, that is sad.
Yeah.
Just to know like what kind of personal hell that guy was going through battling that. And no one
and what's funny is I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Black Panther was a good movie, and I mean, it's not my favorite Marvel movie, but it's a good movie. I wouldn't talk shit about it, but that's not my favorite thing he did, dude. My favorite thing he ever did was the time he was on Saturday Night Live where he did the Black Jeopardy. That shit was so funny, where he was actually playing somebody that was from Africa, and it was just hilarious, man. Dude, that shit was so funny. Where it was like the category was oh hell no, that was the category, and the clue was Karen brings her own recipe for potato salad to the picnic. And then he rings in and he goes, I think I have this. And he goes, this Karen, I get the impression she does not season her food, right? And he goes, and then, you know, Kenan Thompson was like, yeah, man, yeah. And he goes, and I get the sense that Karen would put some stupid ingredient that doesn't belong in potato salad, like raisins. And he goes, yeah. And he goes, oh, I think I got this. He goes, oh, hell no, Karen, you take that from our picnic. He goes, yeah. Dude, that shit was so funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And like, you know, another thing I was thinking about with that whole situation, like, I would say big ups to his circle, man, because no one ever leaked anything about his health.
Oh, yeah.
Going through, like, that's when you know you got solid people around you, when you're going through something like that and nothing gets leaked. I mean, that's damn near impossible nowadays with, you know, celebrities.
Shit, we might do that. We might do that, Adam. Don't think we won't. That's what I said. I was saying this all the time. I have some friends that they live up in Rabun County, and they like to get to their house. You have to go across a long bridge that goes over like the gorge and shit. And they've said a bunch of times, "Hey man, you just call us and let us know you're coming." He goes, "When we get everybody that we need safe across that bridge," he goes, "We won't have to worry about nothing." I just go, "Oh, okay." Oh, right, I don't want to know that. I don't want to know what that means, but all right. We'll cross that. We'll literally cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, that's it. That is it. Man. Oh.
What are we doing that? It's too early for that shit.
It's been a rough day. So let's ask everyone's opinion on the whole Kyle situation. What's your thoughts on
Kyle? What Kyle situation? I don't even know what you're talking about,
man. The young guy, AK, went into the crowd. Self-defense, not self-defense. You have no idea what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The young white guy. What's his last name? Kyle. Come on, man. It's been all over the news.
All I know is Kyle's mom's a bitch, a big fat bitch, biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
Kyle Rittenhouse, isn't it?
Oh, you're talking about the guy in fucking Oga Scotia, whatever the fuck it is.
What?
Wisconsin? Talking about the dude in Wisconsin?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, man. That shit. Those situations are so. I mean, it's so hard to judge those situations. And listen, here's my whole thing about it. And you know, I'll say this all the time. I know that people get pissed off because like people go, oh well, if you would just, and I think Michael said something to the effect too, like if you would just do what they tell you to do, then you could go home. Like I would never go that far, but I will say this: I don't care if you're white or black. If you're confrontational and combative about shit, you ain't doing yourself any favors whatsoever at all.
It's a weird situation. Like I get the self-defense side of it, right?
For this story, and I don't know enough about the story to comment on it. Because here's the thing: I've stopped watching that shit. Him standing in front of the place of business he worked, protecting it. Yeah. So now I know. So you're talking about the guy. He had left, and then they had said they were going to come back and protect the business that night. I kind of know the story. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's almost for me. It's almost like the people that the two idiots. I won't say I'm not idiots because of what they did, but just the two people that was out in front of their house with their guns. Not that they were idiots because they were trying to protect their house or anything like that, but just idiots by the way. I mean, if he'd have shot anybody holding that gun that way, him or his wife, it would have just been a disaster. Yeah. But at the same time, you got a whole group of angry people coming through your yard, and you're in a private residence. I mean, a private sort of community. I mean, I get it. It's the same thing with this kid, man. Like if you feel like your private property that you're proud of and work there, I mean, I guess the argument we made, well, it's not his private property, but at the same time, I mean, if he feels like it's part of his responsibility to help protect that, I mean, look, that's what it is, and that's why I say, man, these situations are so. There is no black or white, man. I mean, they're so gray an area that it's crazy because there's no rhyme or reason. Like anybody that goes, hey, them burning down shit is okay. I don't care, man. We're just not going to agree. We're just not going to agree. He lived in Illinois in 17. I don't know why I'm not posting these so everybody can see him, so I don't have to read them. He lived in Illinois in 17, so they say he shouldn't have the gun, but he really should have stayed home. So the way to know the consequences when you get in a heated gunfight. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if he wasn't old enough to yeah, and that's what happens a lot of times, and that's what like if no matter how you feel about the Zimmerman situation, right? Like Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin situation. I kept saying from the Jump Street. The worst part of all is they both made shitty decisions. They both made horrible decisions. George Zimmerman had no reason to follow a black kid in a hood in the neighborhood like he was some kind of fucking hero police officer wannabe, right? But at the same time, I mean, Trayvon had already gone in the house. He come back out and started fighting with some dude. You know what I mean? And George Zimmerman got his ass whooped. Got his ass whooped to the part where he thought he was going to die and he shot somebody. Now, here's the thing. Neither one of those things had happened that night. George Zimmerman should have took his ass home and not followed somebody. And Trayvon, when he got in the house, just stayed his ass in the house. I mean,
that's just another one of those situations, abusive, and you see it like an abuse of power. Like I got a badge
abuse of power. Yeah. I mean,
I got a badge on. I'm fucking RoboCop.
Right. And we've had this discussion a time and time again. Listen, I don't. If you really want to blame shit, right? You blame fucking bad police training. That's what it is. The same thing when you look at the guy that just got shot, and they shot him in the back and all that shit. He didn't die or whatever. But here's the thing, right? I get it, right? You go into serve. They called you out there. You find out this guy's got warrants on him, right? And I understand he's supposed to go to court for allegedly raping somebody. None of that matters, right? Because all innocent until proven guilty. I don't care about any of that shit. At the end of the day, there's two of y'all. How come one of y'all aren't guarding and making sure he ain't trying to get in the car and run away? So it's not even a situation to begin with, right? There's a bunch of shit that you need to go. The guy in Atlanta, right? There's like 4 of you guys. You can't take a guy down and put handcuffs on him. That's just bad police training, man. You don't need to be a police officer.
Furthermore, like, you see, police brutality and all this. My question is, at what point when they went through academy did a red flag not get thrown somewhere for you to think this guy's a little fucked in the head? Like he's a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like some of these guys had to have seen this coming. You know, and then you've got these
cops in the George Floyd situation.
Reports on them multiple times for, you know, abuse of power or whatever. Why the fuck are you're not doing anything about it? You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because of the police union.
Yeah.
So I mean, the guy for the George Floyd 17 times. He was cited 17 times for excessive force. 17 times. And then what happens is that he gets fired from a precinct, and he goes to another one, and the union goes, "Oh, you can't ask about why he's not no longer at the other precinct." They steal that shit. They do the same thing in teachers union. See, a teacher slap a student or some shit and get fired. You're not going to learn. That school's not going to learn about that. They'll just learn that they separated, right? But you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn why, because the union has blocked that off. So if you want to ask me, you ask about police unions. You know, that shit is so and listen, you know how I feel about that. I think it's stupid that we have people that have certain things don't apply to them. If it was up to me and somebody got locked, you have a police officer or a detective that went and worked on a case and locked somebody up, and they go to trial and they find the guy not guilty, and this guy sat in trial for whatever, however long it was, you know, he didn't get bail or whatever. Somebody needs to go to jail for wrongful imprisonment. You know, maybe even kidnapping. This guy's life now is ruined. He's been sitting in jail for a year. Turns out he's innocent. He didn't do it. So who's going to give this man his life back now, right?
Yeah.
I think that's everything. But talking about unions have good benefits and bad benefits. I mean, I guess. I mean, everybody who's in unions loves unions. If you're not in a union, it's pretty awful for everybody else. I don't know. I'm not a fan of unions at all. I mean, I think unions have caused a lot of shit that are. I mean, I've seen twice on two separate occasions, two companies completely go under and bankrupt because unions put demands on them that they couldn't meet and struck until they just finally just go, I can't pay you what you want, and I'm so far behind now, I go out of business. Now you can say, well, that's a shitty way to run a business, huh? Maybe, but I mean, look at Flint, Michigan. You know, look, it's a shell of what it formerly was. They're still making cars at GM, but it's a shell of what it formerly was. And the only people you can blame for that is the fucking unions, the auto workers unions. You know, so I mean, sure, they have good benefits for people. Yeah, they protect they make it so hard to do anything for when it comes to discipline or termination or any of that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's places like I remember we used to do trade shows in Washington D.C. where you couldn't even plug in a fucking extension cord without. You had to have a union rep. A union rep had to come and do whatever it is that you need to have done. You need to have a lamp plugged in. They'll go and get the lamp and bring. You can't do anything because they have the contract for that thing for every trade show that it's all done by union. And if they catch you doing something they will fine you for doing it. It's the dumbest shit, man. And you just go, what the fuck? Who signed that shit? Don't you plug
in that lamp, Nicholas? Don't you do it? Don't do it, man.
I mean, it's crazy. And those are extremes.
You know, it's another situation where every time something hits the news, it's white or black.
Well,
it's not. It's still the story, but the basis of it is race.
But that's what fuels the fire, right?
Yeah,
it's the same way. It's the same way when you saw that article. I don't know if you saw it, where the guy got ran over on the interstate with the white car. It was like, you know, they were going all out of their way to not mention the race, because it ended up being a black guy that was driving the car. But rest assured, had it been a white guy, they would have absolutely gone white driver. Blah blah. It's just the way it is, because it feeds in this thing. And I said this on Facebook the other night. I think Aunt Kathy had a post about something. Dude, we get brainwashed by the media, by movies, by whatever, to get into these fucking, section off ourselves, right? To be in these fucking groups, right? Us versus them, white versus black, rich versus poor, Republican versus Democrat, right? And the reason they do that is because if they keep you separated, then you're not a threat to them. The biggest threat to the government is everybody banding together and going, look, I know we don't agree on everything, but there's got to be some common ground where we can go, yeah, that's not right, right? But what happens is you start to buy into this bullshit of us versus them and they versus and so when you get right, everybody's got an agenda. But what would be the best thing for this world is for everybody to go, hey, listen, those people, the media, the government, all of those people, man, they don't have any. Mark Twain, here's it. Mark Twain had the best quote ever, and I said it the other night. I was saying it to my boys. He said, here's how you know that voting doesn't, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said, here's how you know that voting doesn't change anything. If it did, they wouldn't let you do it, right? So and that's kind of how I feel about government. If you really had any power as an individual, right? They would, and they do. They try to take every little right you have away, because that's where your power lies, right? But as a group, it's the same thing like taxes. I say this all the time. If the whole nation would just band together one day and go, look, this is enough. This is fucking bullshit. You guys are taxing us to death. And the whole nation would just band together and go, fuck it, we're not paying taxes. What would they do? You think you're gonna lock up the entire fucking 300 million people and right? It wouldn't even have to be the whole nation. If the top earners who pay 90% of the fucking taxes would just go, fuck y'all, we're done. We're not doing it anymore. We're not funding your stupid wars. We're not paying for studying the fucking sex life of a fruit fly. We're not doing any of that shit anymore, right? We're just done, right? What are you going to do? You're not going to do anything, right? So I think the people need to realize that that's where the thing, where the way you stop tyranny, and I'm not saying that if you think Trump's bad, whatever, Biden's good, I don't really care about any of that shit. At the end of the day, right? The less government in your life is better. Yeah, it's just the way it is. More freedom is always better, because here's my thing, right? You don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to agree with everything, right? But at the end of the day, if you're not free enough to make the wrong decision, you're not fucking free at all, right? So, just saying, like, with freedom of speech, I don't have to agree with what you're saying. People say some awful shit. But where do you start going? Well, he can't say that. Okay, well, what if I don't like what you're saying? Right? And so, no more taxes. Dude, don't get me started on fucking taxation and how it's a fucking immoral way to steal money from you. And it's just so, it's all
honestly, and I'm just going to throw this out there, I'm honestly surprised that they have not shut down our page, our podcast, all that.
They're not going to do that, man. I mean,
man, please, you can't even post about the news right now. You get kicked off.
And so I feel. I mean, I'm the same way.
They've already flagged my other page twice and shut me down.
Dude, but I feel the same way about comedy and about jokes and shit, man. I will say the worst fucking shit if I think it's funny, because I don't care, man. It's all words. I don't give a fuck if I hurt your feelings. I don't care if you think what I said was racist or sexist or fucking homophobic or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, dude, it's all it is what it is, man. You know, and just like the people who this fucking cancel culture shit. Name me one fucking black person or African American or whatever you want to call them whose life's better because Aunt Jemima or fucking Uncle Ben's not on fucking packaging anymore. Right? And here's the other thing. Let's take it to the other side. Why are you changing it now? Why are you changing it now? If it's racist now, it was racist for 20 fucking years while you had it on the box, and now you're going to change it. That's just some bullshit, man. It's just fucking bullshit. And
I'm gonna go in town. I'm gonna knock down this white man statue because it represents racism. Fucking
and here's
been in the town square for
it's been in the town square forever.
Years.
And here's my thing. I'll say this, and people get pissed off when I say this. I don't give a fuck. But here's what I've never understood this fucking worship of the Confederacy anyway. I mean, history's not on your side, dude. You guys were fucking traitors and seceded from the goddamn country and went to war with your own country. What the fuck are you celebrating? I don't understand what you're celebrating. I don't don't understand what you're celebrating. You know, there's just things I don't get. You know, I don't really care about the statues and shit. I mean, if a whole city decides, if you just go down there and you tear down a statue, yeah, fuck you. But if the whole city decides, you know, yeah, we don't want this statue up there, I don't get, tear it down. I don't care. I don't care. But again, the Confederate flags and the fucking statues to fucking Robert E. Lee and shit, dude, and what the fuck are you celebrating? You know, I don't understand that, man. So, but again, going back to what I was saying about the Aunt Jemima thing or whatever, it's like, dude, this whole fucking cancer culture where we want to ruin people's lives, but over just the dumbest shit. Or like, here's my thing: if you're so triggered by fucking Aunt Jemima or Uncle Ben on the package, dude, you need help that somebody can't give you, man. I mean, it would be like me going, fuck it, man. Until they change the name of Cracker Barrel, I'm not fucking eating there. And
we're gonna take away Paw Patrol because it promotes racism. What?
I mean, and here's my thing, and this is a true fucking story, dude. Here's the thing. This is no fucking lie. There was a girl one time who was trying to convince me, right, that a grocery store ad was racist because it advertised orange soda, watermelon, and fried chicken on the same page together, right? Ignoring completely the fucking picnic basket and fucking checkered blanket, right? And I just go, it's just picnic shit, man. You never been on a picnic where you had fried chicken and watermelon? Look, let me just tell you how I know that it's just promote the stereotype of black. What fucking stereo? Who the fuck doesn't like chicken and watermelon? What the fuck is it? Dude, I grew up in the South and I just go, I love chicken and watermelon. I love fucking. There's a bunch of shit I like that is supposedly only black people like.
I drink all the sodas. I don't care what.
I'll drink fucking orange soda, grape soda. I don't give a fuck. Kool-Aid. I don't.
Strawberry. I don't.
I eat collard greens. I'll eat fucking fried chitlins. I'm not gonna eat them boiled because that's just fucking chewy shit. I'm not ready.
We crossing the line there. I ain't eating that shit.
But I'm telling you right
now, I'm good.
But I'm telling you right now, growing up, dude, we ate all kind of shit, man. Fucking pig's feet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing racist about any of that shit. It's not fucking.
I think at the end of the day, man, all this race baiting bullshit, all it's affecting, really, all it's going to affect moving forward are your children.
And here's
have to grow up. Like I never thought I would see the day that my daughters have to grow up in a world where everything's black and white. You know, you're wrong for liking this because a white man made it, or you're wrong for liking this because a black man made it. Who gives a shit?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, and here's my other thing. If you look for something hard enough, you're going to find it wherever you look. Right. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. So if you have this chip on your shoulder that all white people are inherently racist and they all have white privilege, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't come to me with fucking white privilege shit, because I can tell you right now, there ain't a goddamn thing privileged about me. Anybody that's on this podcast that knows anything about me and knows how we grew up, I've had to work my fucking ass off for everything that I've ever had in my fucking life. I'm 40 years old this year and just finished my 4-year degree. So come tell me again about white privilege. Tell me about all the fucking chances that somebody gave me because of the color of my skin. Right? Are you fucking kidding me? right? I'll tell you what this world has. It has monetary privilege, right? The ability to afford a lawyer that'll get you a plea fucking bargain and get you better time because he plays golf with the fucking judge on the weekends versus some goddamn public defender who's only there to push you through the system and go on to the next guy, right? So don't give me shit. You think for one, black people get worse sentences. Not any worse than a fucking redneck trailer trash guy. He gets the same fucking worse sentence because he's got the same shit. You think LeBron James and Jay-Z's son are going to get the same shit that some other black dude's getting? Fuck no. Because he's going to have the money to buy those lawyers. It ain't white privilege, man. It's fucking money privilege. That's what it is. That's how it goes. When my daddy got busted, you know why he got the deal that he got? Because he had somebody that was backing him that bought him Mike Cranford, one of the best fucking lawyers in the state of Georgia at the time. Yeah, 200 hours in 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying, right? Now, listen, I'm not saying that anybody, black or white, or has it better, has it worse. Right? Listen, we can talk about that all the time, but let me just say this, and this is true. At a certain point, it becomes about culture, and I'm not even saying black culture versus white culture versus whatever, but at a certain point, it becomes about culture. It becomes about, you start to look at things and you go, well, there's a whole bunch of this shit that in this, and it's in poor white American households. It's in poor inner city households with black men. Single mothers. The single mother rate in the black community is fucking atrocious, and it's worse now than it was in the 70s. Right? They have less African Americans graduating college now than they did during the civil rights movement. It's an absolute fact. Go look it up. How is that possible? How the fuck is that possible? And I'll tell you why. And we've talked about this, right? Because of affirmative action, a lot of these students get into colleges that they shouldn't get into, didn't have the grades or the merit to get in these colleges, and they get their ass kicked when they get in college because they're not ready to be in that type of environment and learn at that level. Or even worse, how about this? How about you do deserve to be there, but then you second guess yourself because you go, am I here because I earned to be here? Or am I here because I'm black? What do you think that does to the psyche of a student at a college where you constantly question, do you even belong there? Right? So there's a whole bunch of cultural shit, right? And I say this all the time, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, right? I'm sure they had the best of intentions of helping out people. But the problem is that when you start handing people things, right, just handing them to them because you feel bad about the way they were treated. And let's just, nobody would ever deny that black people got the short of the stick and had a very fucking rough life in the times of America. Absolutely. But you know what? So did fucking Native Americans. So did fucking Asians that they put in internment camps. Was it as bad as slavery? We can debate that all day long. But the fact of the matter is, you're not the only fucking minority that had some shit happen. How about the fucking Jews? There were 6 million of them that were killed. I mean, let's fucking start now. But at the same time, Asians, on average, make more than white people. Right? Asians have to score higher than anybody to get into a fucking college. You know why? Because the tests are rigged against them. They're going to take white people, black people, any person of color before they take an Asian. You know why? Because there were too many goddamn Asians in college. They go, we need more people than Asians because Asians are burning shit up. And you know why? Because they have family that come over here with $2 and 2 fucking yen in their pocket and built businesses. And they look at their kids and go, you're not going to fuck this up for us. You're going to go to school and learn shit, right? You're going to learn shit.
Yuki, you're going to take college, right. Yuki.
You're going to take fucking cello lessons, and if you come in here with less than a fucking A on a report card, I'm going to beat you with this fucking stick. And you think I'm playing, man? Fucking Asian parents don't fuck around, man.
No, they send their kids to a totally different. Same with, Indian families.
Yes.
Because
5.0 GPO, that's right.
You got to keep that standard because in their culture, they have to take care of the parents when they get a certain age. Yep. They have to take that over.
Yep.
Braylon's just busting the door open on me. Okay, come here. Too late. She's on a 10, and we're keeping secret that we're going to the beach this weekend. So they're gonna be amped up when I throw them in that van. We start heading down the road, and they say, "Where are we going?" Oh, we're going to.
But the thing I'll say to anybody is, man, we have survived bad presidents, awful presidents. I mean, we've survived worse. It's gonna let the Dotsons out. Regardless of what happens, it's gonna be fine, dude. It's gonna be fine.
Oh, my contacts are driving me crazy, man. I gotta get.
You don't have to cry. Listen, man, you don't have to cry about it. It's gonna be okay, man.
It's just so sad.
Nobody loves me.
You look like a bandit.
You look like a bandit.
Oh man.
Again, I love everybody. I have nothing but love for everybody. I'll help anybody I can, give them the shirt off my back. But I think what you're going to find, I'm going to give you my prediction of what's going to happen on the election right now. Right now, listen to me. Mark it down, write it down, take a picture. This shit's recorded. We're going to go back. Let's timestamp this motherfucker 45:56 on September 3rd, 2020. Trump's going to beat Biden in a fucking landslide. And here's what's going to happen. It's going to be so much of a beating that nobody's going to give a fuck about whether the election was rigged or not, because it's going to be like, dude, he would have to have done something crazy to have won the election by them. And here's why, right? It's the same thing. The Democrats didn't learn a goddamn thing from 2016. You can't call everybody racist and fucking bigoted and homophobic and all these other fucking things you want to throw at them, right? And then go, hey, but vote for this guy. You know, he's the leader of the people that's calling you all that shit. Come vote for him, right? And then you take the vice president of the president who was supposed to do everything in the world for African Americans and didn't do a goddamn thing, and then have him stand up there with a straight face and go, hey man, you know, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Are you fucking kidding me? If a Republican would have said some shit like that, his life would have been over. Then you talk the fact you got sexual allegations of that nobody talks about. This motherfucker's sniffing kids, holding women a little too goddamn close. Right? But see,
blonde leg hairs in the pool.
Rubbing blonde leg. But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, right? Nobody's going to come out and tell you. I mean, there are a lot of people that are proud Trump supporters, and they'll, Trump 2020 flags, and the fucking Q people with the, where we go one, we go all of that good shit. And listen, I'm with you guys. I'm with you, right? But here's where you don't understand. When you go in that booth and it's just you in that fucking machine, and you had to pull the curtain, or you're standing there with your little fucking partitions, and all that shit. It's just you in that machine, man. There's no judgment. Nobody's there to fucking call you racist, homophobic, whatever. You push that button and you go the fuck home, right? And that's a very powerful thing. A very powerful thing. QAnon's, right? It's a very fucking powerful thing. And I'm telling you right now, there's a ton of black people that are going, you motherfuckers ain't done shit for me. My life's better now than it's ever been, right? What the fuck why would I go back to this shit right here? Right? Why? And especially when you start looking at the riots and all that shit, where there's a bunch of people that are going, I don't want that shit in my town. The fuck, and they start denouncing it, and they go, you're not fucking speaking for me, right? And I'm telling you, you're seeing a silent majority, and I promise you, I'm telling you, it's not even going to be close. And that's the thing that people talk about Hillary. Like, Hillary won the popular vote, sure. But as far as electoral votes go, she got her fucking ass handed to her. She got her fucking ass handed to her. It wasn't quite a landslide, but it wasn't near as close as they try to make you believe it was. Right? So, 401k through the roofs. I mean, dude, it's just not even fun. I mean, we're already back at record fucking levels. And I understand the stock market's not the fucking end all be all of the economy, and there's still a huge thing. But here's the thing that cracks me up about when they start talking about jobless numbers and this and that. Nobody wants to talk about when they talk about Republicans and Trump, they want to throw it in there that they don't want to bring up COVID or whatever. But then when they talk about the Democrats fix and how they're going to fix it, that's all they talk about. It's like, oh, this is just a blip from COVID. Wait a minute. Is it a blip from COVID or is it because of Trump's policies? You can't have it both fucking ways. It can't be because of COVID over here, but because of Trump's policies over here. You know, and listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, I wish Joe Jorgensen had a fucking chance to win because that's who I'd love to vote for, but she doesn't. And so, you know, I'm not a Trump or Biden supporter in truth, you know, full disclosure. I mean, you know, there's a ton of shit about Trump I don't like. I think he spends too much goddamn money. You know, he didn't really do a lot to end the wars, but I mean, he's trying, but here's what I do know. Old Corn Pop has come out and said unequivocally, if we vote for him, he's going to try his best to take away my guns. He's going to try his best to, I mean, if not take them away, he's going to make them harder to get. That's what he calls himself. That's what he called himself. Old Corn Pop. You don't remember when he called himself that?
No, I didn't know that. He called himself
that was on. That's what he said. He said they used to call me Old Corn Pop. Used to come down to the pool, the city pool, and play with the hair on my leg. And
I called the hair on my legs part, but I didn't get the Corn Pop.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you go in that voting booth and you vote for a guy that sniffs kids, touches women inappropriately, and doesn't know what fucking plane or what planet he's on.
Here's how you shut that shit up. Here's how you shut those motherfuckers. Here's how you shut these motherfuckers down right here. Anytime you start saying shit about Trump and they go, oh, you're just goddamn racist. Yeah, well, you know what? If you vote for Biden, you're a goddamn pedophile. Period. End of story. This motherfucker sniffs kids and you're a goddamn sex predator. So go fuck yourself. I mean, you know, I just, you know, and I've said it before, man. You motherfuckers are blowing your hand. You guys had all the makings of making Trump look. All you had to do was just shut the fuck up. He would have looked way worse than he does now on his own if you would just shut the fuck up. But here's what you did. From the time the fucking election numbers rolled in and you knew you were going to lose the election, you started fucking with the Hitler shit, and he's worse than Hitler, and he's fucking fascist, and all this other kind of crazy shit. Meanwhile, anybody that's ever even read a fucking history book 101, you just go, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? And now you've made it to where you've come at him at so much shit, right? That this motherfucker could set a church on fire, and at the end of his presidency, you go, man, like, what did Hitler do? He killed 6 million Jews? What, he just burned a church down? Couple kids, it wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad of a president.
It's okay. It's okay.
You put him so far. You put him so far out from what he actually is that no matter what this guy does now, it's never going to be that bad. And now people are going to go, wasn't really that bad. And I'm not even saying he's a bad president. I'm just saying you blew your fucking hand, right? I mean, every time. I mean, I've seen articles where they could criticize how he drinks water. How he fucking ate an ice cream cone. And I just go, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, what is that about?
So what he likes to get in the tanning booth and get all orange and glossy. Who cares?
Right. Just the same way I don't give a fuck if people stay at his hotel and he's earning money from people staying at his hotel. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't care. How much of that money do you really think is going in Trump's pocket at the end of the day? That's right. Tried bluffing and got caught. You're right. They fucking made up a bunch of shit thinking nobody was going to know. It turns out you're full of shit. You're full of shit. They're all, I mean, listen, hey, you know how I knew they were lying? Because they're all full of shit. That's how I knew that they were lying. Every fucking one. And here's the thing. And I honestly believe this to this day. I don't think Trump for 1 minute thought that he was going to be president. I don't think, and listen, I think he's done a hell of a job for somebody who's never been in fucking office in his entire life. And one thing you got to give the guy, he's done everything he can to keep every fucking promise he's made. That's one thing I got to give him, right? Whether you agree with what he promised or not, doesn't fucking matter. He said, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, and he's fucking tried to make sure that he's done X, Y, and Z. That's a lot more than I can say for a lot of motherfuckers. So
just go ahead and throw Biden in office. I'm going to do A, B, 7, 9.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not voting for Biden. Right now? You're voting for, listen, man, and then fucking Kamala Harris, that's who you fucking choose as your VP. This bitch has spent her whole fucking life demolishing all the fucking crime bills you put in place, and that's the fucking. And here's the other thing: why would you let your short list be leaked? It's nothing but Afro-American women, and then everybody goes, "Well, holy fuck! There's 20 people I can name off the top of my head that would have been fucking way better candidates than anybody that was even on your short list." And then you look at it and you go, "Oh, I get it. You wanted an African American woman. That was the only qualification you needed. You didn't need anything else." Because it was first they were talking about Susan Rice, and then they were like, "Oh, I don't know about Susan Rice." And then they chose the other girl, who, by the way, made some fucking nice remarks about fucking Cuban fucking dictator, you know. And I just go, "What the fuck is?" What the fuck, man? So the only person you had is left is Kamala Harris, who, by the way, you hated each other in the debates, hated each other, and now we're supposed to believe you're all buddy. You fucking made up when you fought each other your entire fucking careers. We're polar opposites. Get the fuck out of here, man. And you're right.
Just rub on those leg hairs a little bit.
Just rub on those leg hairs a little bit. Yeah.
I know all about roaches.
That banana berry shake has got me amped.
It does. He's.
I'm a rare form. Fuck, I might go another fucking half hour without you. No, I'm just kidding.
You can do that, buddy. Because I tell you right now, I'm not going another half hour.
Hey, listen,
listen here another half hour.
Listen, look, just so you know, look, don't come at me. FBI. Look, I'm stacking up right now. That's 100. That's 100 rounds right here on my desk. It just come in today.
Lawman.
How did she get picked in office for everything else? Maybe she'll let Biden sniff her. That's right. That's what I heard. I heard that he was so close to picking a VP candidate he could smell it. You ought not talk like that. You just a boy.
Oh, I like all your ideas, Karen Baskins.
Karen Baskins.
That's what's going to happen. He's going to walk in his office one day. He's like, Karen
Baskins. Killed her husband, whacked him.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Don't try to act like it didn't happen. I don't know, man. It's if 2020 has taught me anything, it's that you have no fucking clue what's going to happen in the future. You have no control over it. Then you told me to stop buying guns and ammo because we didn't have enough fingers to pull the triggers. Yeah. It gets like that sometimes, man.
Need a little variety. That's all.
Need a little variety. I still don't have an AR, man. I got to pick up an AR. I've looked at them. I should have bought one before they went through the fucking roof, man. They're so high now.
Yeah, they're expensive as shit now.
Even when I have the hookup,
they're totally different.
Even when I have the hookup and can get shit at a really, really good price, I go, that's still too much money.
Yeah. Build one.
I thought about building one. Is
that cheaper than buying one straight out? I mean, honestly,
it depends.
Really?
It's not. I mean, it's not hard. You can buy all the pieces and shit. You can find out how to do it on YouTube if you don't know how to do it.
You guys just go on my friends list and reach out to my buddy Chris Welch. He can tell you exactly where to go and who to talk to build one.
Yep.
If shit hits the fan, that's one of my buddies gonna be hitting up for sure.
I was trying to get the last little bit of this milkshake. I was like, oh, there's a piece of banana in there, so I turned the cup up to get it. It was like half a fucking banana in the bottom of the cup. Like it choked me to death.
Face, didn't it?
Yeah. God. Like a gay guy in church.
I'm gonna give him half banana to the face.
This cracker look homophobic. I'm gonna make him feel what it's like.
That's right. That is right.
Ooh, don't take it.
Well, guys,
we're coming up on an hour.
Yeah, we're actually past an hour. A little bit. A few minutes.
No, we're not. 59 minutes and 55 seconds. Right at an hour.
Oh, you got your timer on? Is that what's going on here?
It stays on. It tells me how long we've been on live. 80%lowers.com. Yeah, I saw that website. Somebody else said that. I think it was on Reddit. I saw that.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta figure out what's going on in my house.
Oh shit. Look at those fucking shorts. Goddamn. I've looked at it. I haven't had the time to do any of that shit, man. I just know I was like, dude, we need some ammo because we're running low, and that was another thing that's hard to find. And so anytime I find it, I was like, all right, yep, I'll take 100 rounds from here, I'll take 100 rounds from there.
Are you hating on my shorts? Is that what I heard?
Those board shorts. Those are catch me, fuck me drawers, right? If somebody catch you with those shorts on, they get to fuck you. Is that how that works?
Biden stepped to me, I'm fucking him up. That's all I know.
Put it right. Biden will put it right in there, son, and make you like it. And make you call him
fucking boots, Biden. I'll stomp your old ass out, and I'll break your fucking hip.
He will humble your ass and make you call him corn pop. Oh, corn pop.
I got some corn pop for you, you old creepy fuck. You come step to me, I'm fucking you up. I'm putting you not.
You know what Biden looks like to me? A fucking old fucking Count Chocula. He's like an old fucking Dracula. He got that fucking widow's peak hair shit.
Oh man.
Oh, so Adam, you're in Gray now? You're not in California anymore? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I think he's still working in California, but they have the house in Gray. I think.
Oh.
He's making the Cali money.
I got that. Hey, you do what you got to do.
Bringing it home to Georgia. Hey, I'm in Virginia for that very reason.
Yeah, they'd have to pay me a ton. They'd have to pay me a ton.
Well, all you have to do is get on one of these bases. They'll pay you. There's people up here making six figures in the 200,000s a year. It's insane.
I told you I come up there for 250. I'll come up there and solve all your fucking problems.
I bet you will. I don't even think the VP of our company makes 250. Maybe, I don't know. I know he clears 2, but I don't think he makes 250.
I'm talking about solving your problems. I don't give a fuck about your VP.
I can tell you
I'll be like, listen, I'll be down there. I'll be there like,
I can tell you to solve our problems.
Hey, listen, I'll be up there like Tom Thomas in Forsyth, Georgia. Sold. Is it starting to itch?
My money, and I need it
now. Fucking wood booger.
What'd you call me? I'll take you down the Boogie Bear Bottom and fuck you up,
take
boy.
You down the fucking Boogie Bear Bottom.
Leg hair. That's right, Boogie Bear Bottom.
All right, so before we go tonight, we're gonna do a tribute to Chad, man, because I can't just not acknowledge.
Thanks, Lester. Hey, you know he actually just got voted in as what did he? Is he mayor now? Councilor?
Mayor.
Hold on. Let me look it up. I saw he was in a running for something in Macon, and he actually won. Let's see. Lester Miller.
What a race now.
Nope, he is mayor of Macon now.
Mayor of Macon. Yep. Hell yeah.
Hey, no bullshit. If any businessman can turn Macon around, that fucker right there can. That's the best lawyer in Macon. So maybe that'll change some shit, man. Because I mean, the way he's talking, he's like, "Look, I'm tired of the fucking crime, and I'm tired of, the city just it's slowly becoming a ghost town." He's like, "I'm about to change it." So more power to him, Lester. Ain't bringing my ass back to Macon. I don't give a damn if you open the mall back up. I might come to shop. I might drop some dollars, but I ain't coming to move back to Macon.
So here we go. For Wakanda.
For Wakanda.
Listen to that theme song. I'll start this shit.
Is it going to catch up?
Whatever.
That is hilarious.
For Wakanda.
I'm not even going to say it's not even about.
Hey, you know what reminds me of?
Wakanda. It was a good guy. He was a hell of an actor. He will be dearly missed.
Dearly missed. Yep. And that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't know what else. Thank you for tuning in.
This evening.
We'll do another one. I know it's Memorial Day week next week, but we'll try to squeeze one in. Maybe we'll do a weekend one. We hadn't done a weekend one in a while. Maybe we'll try to squeeze one in on a not this weekend, of course, but next weekend.
Maybe a Sunday.
Maybe a Sunday. We might. Labor Day, I'm gonna be on the beach getting my drink on.
I don't know about all that. I'm probably gonna be driving back from the beach that day, but somewhere amidst that morning brunch time, probably gonna give me a beverage before I hit the road. I'm not gonna be driving. Everyone chill out.
Well, let me just tell you. If you want to do,
she's my Uber driver.
If you want to do one while I'm on vacation, I can pop my phone on and do it through the phone, but you ain't gonna get this lovely view you get right here.
Lustrous, beautiful with the backlight.
My lovely locks. My lumps.
Lovely.
My lovely lady lumps.
All right, with that, we're gonna end it, folks. You guys have a great night.
Hey, and like I always say, wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart, and your ass. Love y'all. We'll see y'all later.